Getting outdoors supports an active and healthy lifestyle, which is shown to increase life expectancy, improve sleep quality, and reduce cancer risk. For people with disabilities related to mobility, the act of navigating outdoor space can be significantly more challenging. Many public parks lack information on how people can navigate outdoor space in an accessible manner, which can deter people from getting outside and experiencing what parks and trails have to offer. This is why we created ParkPal, an app to facilitate information about the accessibility of parks and trails for people with disabilities and older adults. Our motivation for creating ParkPal came from an abundance of literature on the inaccessibility of parks and a lack of information facilitation on how to navigate outdoor areas. The lack of resources to connect users with valuable information presents a UX design problem. Some projects have proposed solutions using signage or community-led mapping initiatives to guide users through outdoor space. However, many of these solutions present alternative challenges for the users and park tenders, including the inability to see accessibility standards ahead of time, outdated information on signage, and unclear or hard-to-find signage. Mapping initiatives typically only cover places like sidewalks and not parks or trails. Additionally, existing technology to connect users with park and trail information lack emphasis on accessibility. This led us to ask, how might we better connect people with disabilities with accessible park information? We began researching this problem by conducting interviews with 4 users from our target user group. We also conducted ethnographic research of parks nearby to understand what signage and accessibility features currently exist in physical space. This research led us to a set of key findings. There's a lack of accessibility information. Users want more information on how accessible the features of the park and trails are. There's also a lack of emergency information and assistance. The older adults that we interviewed discussed the possibility of falling or getting injured on a trail and needing a fast way to get help. Users also want to know about accessible park landmarks, bathrooms, trailheads, benches, multiple entrance points, etc. Finally, existing services such as the Park Information app AllTrails do not provide features for users to plan trips. Our interviewees stated that they wanted to plan visits to parks and trailheads ahead of time to ensure that they had all the necessary information about accessibility ready before getting to the trail. These findings framed our design process. We focused on including 4 key features while creating our design solution to address the needs of our users. Our key features assist users in emergency events with appropriate resources, display important safety and accessibility information in accordance with park and trail descriptions, aid users in planning outings by giving them useful tools and resources, and help users navigate trails and parks to find amenities and features such as parking or bathrooms. We made a low-fidelity prototype of an app with these key features and conducted user testing with 3 participants who were asked to perform tasks and reflect on the project. We adjusted our features according to this feedback in our final design. This led to ParkPal, an app to provide users with information about outdoor accessibility. Users can search for parks with a filtering system focused on accessibility. Users can filter by terrain type, difficulty ratings, wheelchair accessibility and other access accommodations, elevation, and more. Once the user selects a trail or park, they can find out more detailed information about the park and its accessibility features. Users can also update and save their preferred accessibility settings from their personal account page. Users can navigate to the Plan Trips page to add details about upcoming trips. Users can download maps and write notes about what they might need before embarking on their next outdoor adventure. When users are outside and ready to navigate, they can click on the Start button and start following their route. On the map, there are circles for park features and amenities. Users can click on the circles to see a pop-up with more information about the accessibility of the amenity. When the user completes their journey, they're prompted to take a quiz about how it went. This data would enrich the information about parks and trails to be stored in the app. It will also keep a record of the journey for users to look back on. If users have an emergency while outside, they can press the emergency button featured at the top of the navigation page. Here, they can be forwarded to 911, get emergency information, or send their current location with a pre-customized message to a list of their emergency contacts. Users can add emergency contacts and emergency messages in their settings page. ParkPal, an app to provide users with information about outdoor accessibility.